What's cracking with your snacking snacker stars? It's Brandon from the sAs, the Snack Food Appreciation Society, coming at you once again on a Friday for pizza night. You know what? Papa John's hasn't come out with a new pizza in a long time. Domino's never comes out with new pizza, and Pizza Hut, well, they're still fooling around with those garlic knots. So I'm stuck with another Frozen Friday. But guess who's got something new? It's the people at Freschetta, and we're going to find out what's new right after this on Pizza Night. Never fear, Pizza Night is here for Friday night, April the 15th, 2015. Get your taxes in. I can't get Animal Planet on this. Can you rotate the house to the east? That's a scary looking kitty. Looks like he might have had a procedure done. Anyway, I am here again for another Frozen Friday because nothing much is happening. And you see that familiar Freschetta label there, but something is happening in Freschetta's kitchen. It's new. It's their Artisan Crust. And of course it's pepperoni, because pepperoni goes on every pizza. Plus, they only had this one and the cheese one, and I didn't want to get the cheese one. This is 100% real mozzarella and provolone cheese topped with zesty pepperoni slices. Pepperoni made with pork, chicken, and beef, the way it always is with these frozen pies. Flip it on over, see what we got. What makes this an Artisan Crust? The art of the crust, indeed. Artisan pizza is about the craft. We blend whole wheat, brown rice, and oat flour, interesting, to create a subtle sweetness, a delicate grain flavor, and a hearty texture. The dough is kneaded and rolled to a perfect consistency. Now notice it says that, but it says right here, product is not handmade, so something else is kneading and rolling it, allowing it to rise naturally. It's topped with premium tomatoes, meats, and cheeses, and it's ready to taste, or bake, taste, and enjoy, rather, in all its artisan glory. I take issue with that. And for a perfect artisan crust, they want us to preheat it to 400, which we have done. They want us to place the frozen pizza on a cookie sheet on the center rack, and they want us to bake for 20 to 24 minutes. So, unlike a lot of the pizzas, they actually want us to put it on a sheet rather than just naked by itself there. And there's the other varieties that they do have, the 4 cheese. That's a margarita, and it looks like some kind of supreme as well. Alright guys, let me get this thing out of the box, and I'll show you what it looks like. Alright, I'm back to take a look at this Freschetta Artisan Crust out of the box. And there it is in all of its naked glory. Lots of pepperonis on there, a little vacant real estate here and up here, but we can change that by moving them around a little bit. Take a look at that quote-unquote Artisan Crust coming over the edge of that cardboard there. Looks pretty good, I guess, for a frozen pizza. Alright guys, I'm going to pop this thing in the oven for, what did it say, about 20 to 24 minutes. Hopefully my new oven will get that right, and I'll be right back right after this to show you the finished product on Pizza Night. Alright guys, I am back to take a look at this brand new Freschetta Artisan Crust pepperoni pizza from, I believe, the Schwan Company is who makes Freschetta. And take a look at it here. Bada bing. You might be saying to me, Brandon, it looks a little bit dark along the sides there. There's a reason for that. I let this bad boy go for about 18 total minutes in the oven at 400. They told me 20 to 24, but something sprung to mind. Our pal Mr. Dirty from the GTM show told me years ago to go ahead and try to stick a pizza in the broiler to try to crisp up the pepperonis and melt up the cheese a little bit. And I finally have a functioning broiler, so I have done that. I did it for about a minute after cooking it for, like I said, 18 minutes in the regular oven. So it did get a little bit more brown on the top, but I do like the way those pepperonis look. Taking a look there in the corner, starting to brown up and curl up a little bit. The grease starting to pool up in them a little bit. I like that too, believe it or not. And actually it helped with the whole aromatic experience of this pizza, because I really wasn't smelling much until I threw this sumbitch in the broiler. Alright guys, let me go ahead and slice it up and show you the 420. I'll be right back. Alright, I've sliced it up, and I've done it in the manner that I often do, with 2 smaller pieces and 2 larger pieces, so I can suit my needs any way I like. Let me go ahead and pick this one bad boy up and show you that 420. Cheese starting to stretch a little bit. I kind of like that. You can actually see a peek of the sauce under the pepperoni there. Pretty hot as it's burning my finger. Definitely not burned on the backside though. So I think that putting it in the broiler was actually a good move, and I think I might be doing that from now on. Alright guys, I'll be right back to take a bite of this pizza and talk to you some more right after this on Pizza Night. Alright gang, I am back to take a look at the brand new Artisan style crust pizza from Freschetta. First off, Artisan style? Really? You already admitted that it's not made by hand. Who's the artisan? Freaking Johnny Five over here? I don't know what you're talking about. It's obviously made by a machine. I don't understand how these companies can get away with calling something artisan when it's clearly not artisan. Just because you made it with 3 grains doesn't make it artisan in any way, shape, or form. I don't know about all that. But maybe it's different from their brick oven crust and their signature crust, which I've tried here before on Pizza Night. Let's go ahead and grab that 420 slice and put it on my official Pizza Night plate. And overall, like I said, it wasn't very aromatic before the whole broiling experience happened. When it was just in the oven, it wasn't really coming out with a good scent or aroma. But now you can really smell those pepperonis on the top. And I guess, you know, it's showing with how much grease has come up there, you're probably smelling a little bit of that as well. Let me go ahead and stop running my mouth and put something in my mouth and let you know what I think about it. Nice flop, by the way. Alright, man. Lots to say about this pizza. First of all, right when you bite into this thing, the first thing you notice is the sauce. Man, that sauce is really, really sweet, and it's abundant. They put a lot of sauce on here, and it's pretty thick, too. It's reminiscent of like a canned Hunt's tomato sauce or something like that. Apparently a drag race is going on downstairs. Probably the same fella from Red Robin on OTR. But anyway, the sauce is really plentiful. It's very sweet and very thick. Alright, so on to the cheese now. Basically, it melted very well once I put it into the broiler and actually started to brown up a little bit. But they say it's a combination of mozzarella and provolone. I don't taste a lot of that because it's right on top of that very flavorful sauce that seems to overpower it a bit. But it does have a little bit of stretch and pull to it. It's not that clumpy, so I kind of like that. It seems like there's a little quality to the cheese, and that's impressive. Then you get to the pepperonis, of course, and putting them into the broiler definitely helped. It helped bring out some of the meaty flavor. It helped moisten them and make them glisten with that very flavorful grease. And yeah, they tasted pretty good. Not a ton of zest to them, but just a little bit to let you know that it's pepperoni. So that's pretty good. And they were slightly, you know, leathery from being in the broiler, and I kind of like it like that. I actually wish they were a little more leathery, but I wouldn't want to put it in the broiler for much longer than it was. That brings us, ladies and gentlemen, to the crust, which is the new feature of this particular pizza, and it's supposedly artisan. So what do I have to say about this? Well, flavor-wise, I can't tell a lot of difference between this and a lot of other frozen pizzas. However, texturally, it is superior to many of the frozen pizzas that I have tried over the years here on Pizza Night and in my spare time and in my youth. Essentially, it has a nice, soft profile altogether with a little bit of crispness on the outer shell. And it's kind of chewy. I like a chewy crust, and it does bring that. And it finishes a little bit on the doughy soft side, and I like that too. So overall, pretty darn good, just not overly flavorful or that different flavor-wise than many frozen pizza crusts. However, the whole package tastes pretty good, and I got this for $5. It's normally $7.49. Got it at Giant Food. You might know it as Stop and Shop in some of the more northern, eastern regions. But I did get it there for $5 with my extra bonus card, and I got some gas points to boot, so that's pretty cool too. Alright, so what am I going to rate this pizza, putting all the tabulations together, considering the fact that it's a frozen pizza, not a fresh pizza or delivery pizza or anything like that? considering that you can get a fresh, Little Caesars for $5 most of the time too. Putting all that together, I would say it's going to do pretty well. I'm actually going to give this pizza at $5 a 7/8 of a thumbs up. I like that a lot. However, if I had to pay that full $7.49 price, it'd be more like a 3/4. That's just the way it goes. Economy rules the world, baby. And it rules my decision here tonight on Pizza Night as well. Alright, and you also need to know the latest news about Pizza Night. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot of places I haven't been to because of distance, because I basically have to go pick up the pizza after work, bring it here and review it and get it edited for you. So what I'm going to do this spring and summer, when the weather is warm and it's staying lighter a little later, I think I'm going to go ahead and take Pizza Night on the road. That's right, just a few weeks ago you saw the Little Caesars stuffed crust deep dish pizza review. That was on the road during an episode of OTR. Well, I'm going to apply a little bit of that style to Pizza Night for many times throughout the spring and summer. Going to take the act on the road, and I'm going to go to places I haven't been before, basically because of distance. So hope you stay tuned for that. Also, in terms of comments, you can always leave your comments down below, but one thing I gotta say, I've had somebody pretty insistent on me reviewing Sasquatch pizza. They say it's available at every Walmart. Well, guess what? It's not available at every Walmart. I got 3 Walmarts within 20 miles of me here. I've never seen it at any of those Walmarts, okay? If I see it, I'll review it. I'm not avoiding it. I'm not like saying, hey man, I don't want to review it, but I gotta find it first, alright? So chill out. Also, basically, it's awesome if you would follow the sAs group on Facebook with hundreds of the coolest people in the world in our group, and you should be too. Why aren't you? You can do so by clicking on the link down below in the description. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Brandon Reich SAS. Use the hashtag Snack Society all day, every day, whenever you want to know about snacks here in the social media and internet world. And also, stay tuned for all of our videos coming up. No breakfast lifestyles this week, but it returns next week. We'll see you for Snack Breeze on Sunday, OTR on Tuesday, Quick Chips on Wednesday, and back with you for Pizza Night next week. In the meantime, in between time, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.